What is up, YouTube? It is Docky or Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another Godfall video for you all today, where we are going to be going over the newest Godfall update that dropped 2.2.4, which I know is kind of blasphemous today because everybody is all about their Cyberpunk 2077, and don't get me wrong, I'll be streaming that a little later tonight, but Godfall dropped an update, so let's actually go over it because some of it is small. It's a pretty small update, but they did say that they're going to be having a bigger update that will have more quality of life improvements, but this one is pretty much for bug fixes, stability improvements, and continued optimization. Now, most of it is for all platforms, but then there's a small bit of info for the PS5, some things that I know a lot of people are going to be happy about with some frame rate issues, but again, let's just get into it because again, it's a pretty short list of stuff to go over, so it's not too much. So yeah, actually I could put it all right here on screen for us. So the first thing that they went ahead and did, it says they solved an issue where the host of the multiplayer match would incur a black screen if a player in their party had not yet unlocked the boss encounter. Now this is something, again, the swords are things that players have personally requested and that they have fixed, so that has been fixed from player feedback. They solved an issue in multiplayer where the user browsing the menu during a cutscene would be stuck outside after the cutscene and displayed the character with the placeholder textures, which damn, that sucks, but that has been fixed. It added additional logic around enemy spawn locations to prevent them from appearing in inaccessible spots on the map, which I did get this to happen to me like once, maybe, I think it was when I was getting footage for my Godfall review. I was doing one of the boss hunts and literally it was the black tide enforcers, and one of them, right before I killed his ass, spawned under the map, and I had to restart that whole encounter because I could not kill that second one because it would not come back from up under the map. So I'm glad they fixed that, even though I literally only encountered that once in probably, like I said, last week. I want to say it was the first time I had ever encountered that since the game's launch, but I'm glad they fixed that. They solved an issue where objects would not update properly. Next, they solved an issue that could cause ranged enemies in the Towers of Trials to move to attack from melee range instead of appropriate ranged distance, which, not sure what that means, but it was fixed. This next one is another player issue that was fixed. So it solved an issue where enemies would lose target tracking of players in Towers of Trials, which, why would you want that? No, I'm kidding. You would want Towers of Trials to be a bit easier, right? But they fixed that issue. I guess people were wanting more of a challenge, which makes sense. Solved an issue where simultaneously killing the last set of enemies in Towers of Trials would cause enemy waves to stop spawning, which again is another player fix issue. I never encountered that, but I feel like that's one of those really random occurrences, especially if you got a decent build that can kill pretty fast. I'm sure a lot of people probably started running into that once they start getting to the later game with some of their stronger builds. Next, it says they solved a ray tracing issue in the air realm that caused a disproportionate negative impact on the frame rate, which is nice, and this is going to be for both platforms. So if there was any frame rate issues, apparently it's been solved for the air realm at least, so that's nice. I haven't got to test it out yet, but it is nice that this fixed. They solved a rendering crash that could occur when browsing in the personal menus. They solved a crash that would occur with an internal spatial significance system. Oh my god, what? Miscommunicating with the server. I don't even know what that means, so we're just gonna go to the next one. They added server capacity in Singapore. Oh, that's nice. Singapore, Sydney, Canadian regions for increased multiplayer stability. Well, that's always nice. Extra game server capacity. Now, throw us some matchmaking and we'll be happy. But more server capacity is always nice for 3 more regions, so that's good. And then lastly, for PS5, they decided to tune HDR output settings to reduce overexposure and bloom, which is something that, again, players requested. And I only noticed this in the water realm, but I am glad that it's fixed because I kept going into my settings, even on my PlayStation 5 stream, launch stream, when I was messing around in the water realm. I noticed that too, that everything seemed a bit brighter. Like on my main screen, even though when I looked on my stream screen, it seemed okay-ish, but it still seemed a lot more brighter than normal, and it was definitely the bloom of the water realm, so I'm glad that's fixed. So that's pretty much all we got right now for when it comes to update 2.2.4, but they did say that they're also aware of some other issues, like non-weapon secondary traits are not increasing when upgrading to rank 4. They did say that it will be implemented. They plan to have this implemented in the next update that was mentioned above, which again, they said they're going to have a larger update in the coming weeks that will include various quality of life improvements based on this feedback. So hopefully that update is where we're going to get some of the major stuff that we've been wanting. The bigger update, I guess I should say, like the field of view slider. I mean, matchmaking would be nice, but I don't know if we're going to get it that fast. But just some of the better quality of life stuff that a lot of people have been talking about and wanting. So hopefully we get that pretty soon, but if not, I guess we'll have to see and we'll have to wait. But that's pretty much all we got. Like I said, I wanted to keep it kind of short, mainly because, again, like I said, today's Cyberpunk Day. That's all the games that should be being shown today. So, but I still wanted to get this out because I've been keeping up to date with every Godfall update that has dropped. And finally, I got some Godfall. I've made a few Godfall videos that I want to post, but again, it's kind of hard right now because Cyberpunk's out. But I got 3 different build videos on I got a Bulwark build, I got a Mesa build. Of course, I got my boy Hinterclaw. So I got builds for all those characters. I might be dropping one more video today, even though I made 2 yesterday. But again, after that second video that drops today, it's going to be all Cyberpunk for like a week straight. So stay tuned on the channel for that, just because I'm curious. If you watch my stream, you know how I feel about Cyberpunk, and I'm curious to see if it's going to live up to the hype. So that's really all I got for this video, though. Be sure to stop by the channel later today, or tonight technically, where I'll be streaming Cyberpunk 2077 fresh, just so I can see what the hype is all about. So I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm out of here. Peace.